Sale and also Crystal W online. Good morning. Happy hump day. I hope everybody is having an amazing morning already. I'm sure you probably aren't because you probably just cussed somebody out in traffic. You got a little road rage. You didn't get any coffee. Your kid pissed you off because they forgot their lunchbox and y'all live 30 minutes from the school. Let's talk about it. Like, this is life for us as parents. Like, life, literally life's every single day, for me, for you, for her, for us, for everybody. Like, listen, I don't care how much of a millionaire, billionaire, quadrillionaire, thousandaire, $10 heir you are, hundredaire, whatever you are. When I tell you that life's the same way every morning, on the way to work, on the way to build an empire, on the way to do something, believe me when I say that. All right, so I'm gonna fix my camera real quick because the stoplight is red, if I can, and then we're gonna get into talking about this thing that I've been talking about for forever, and that I've been telling you guys to do for forever, and nobody seems to do what I say. So now I'm gonna have to like really home in on this. Let me see if I can get this to work for me. Mind you, my face is super dry today. Look like I got sugar booger. Hey, Grace. Oh, my friend talking to me now, y'all. She not mad no more. Oh, Grace, I have to send you a message too about something. Good morning. All right, so let's talk about it because it's all about business right now, right? Sorry for you guys that's looking. I'm glowing. The sun just dawns on me every day. Yeah. So over the last couple weeks, I have been working on Pro Beauty Wholesale, specifically because that platform is the platform that I am utilizing to teach you guys how I have been successfully able to build a $1 million+ brand. That is also the platform that I am going to be teaching you guys how to actually build a $1 million YouTube channel. So a lot of you know that I've been on YouTube for over 10 years. I actually just went 2 nights ago. Actually, I'm lying. Yesterday. This is yesterday. Yesterday, I looked at one of my older channels, which is my Ultimate Weight Loss channel. I actually have a YouTube video that I filmed on that channel 10 years ago. 10 years ago, you guys. And if that doesn't say a lot about me being on YouTube, that should really, really tell you. Like, listen, I've been on YouTube for 10+ years. I was not making $1 on my YouTube channel back then. But I was able to utilize YouTube to organically build a $1 million weight loss brand. I was able to use YouTube back then to build a tribe of people with less than 3,000 subscribers. Okay, I had less than 3,000 subscribers, and I was making $80,000 a week on just selling weight loss pills from me doing corny videos in my bedroom in the damn dark. I didn't even know anything about a ring light. I knew nothing about lighting. I knew nothing about any of that. I had no money at that time. When I first started doing YouTube, I had no money to be able to go out and buy things. And I really just went out on a limb and got on YouTube and said, you know what? I know there's people out there that want to lose weight. And my hook was, I'm going to show you how to lose 23 pounds in 1 month. Because I did it. I legitimately did it. And I'm sorry, you guys, for the camera jiggling, because I'm driving and it's sitting on this new tripod that I have that I absolutely can't stand. But we're going to just make it work because the information is really what's needed, right? So back then, I had no money. I was living in a 2-bedroom apartment where back then, this is when they would do, you get free rent for 2 months. And listen, back then, I was literally lying, telling my rental company on my application that I had rented a room from somebody. And that's how I was able to obtain the apartment, because my last apartment before that, I ended up getting an eviction because I had no money. I had a job, but that job was not enough to pay my standard bills. And I was working 40 hours a week. I had 2 children at that time. Like, that job was not giving me enough. And I was literally, at that time, I was already making $16 an hour. So you do the math. Over 10 years ago, you guys, okay, when I first got on YouTube, I said I've been on YouTube 10 years, but I've actually been on YouTube much longer than 10 years. I've been on YouTube, let me see, I met Junie 12 years ago. Christian is 11. When I first did my first YouTube video, Adriana and Alex were like 2 and 3 years old. So you do the math. Adriana's about to be 17 years old. Adriana was probably like 3 years old then. So I've been on YouTube 14 years. So I miscounted. It's been 14 years because I have to go back 14 years when I really was really struggling. Like, really bad struggling, right? Like, like, I had this apartment. I had my job. My job at that time was paying me $16 an hour, and I thought that that was amazing money. I had a $500 car note for a Nissan Maxima, which that was amazing because the Nissan Maxima at that time, that was the luxury car. It wasn't the Mercedes and the Benzes and the Land Rovers. It wasn't any of that. The Nissan Maxima was the luxury car at that point. That was my obtainable luxury, right? I had a 2-bedroom townhome. And then I ended up getting an eviction notice because I did not have enough to pay $750 for the month. And I knew at that moment, like, I had to do something. I had to do something because I was not making enough money to survive. And I had a full-time job. I also had 2 children. Adriana and Alex were born before this time, right? I was a single mom with 2 children, a full-time job, a $750 townhome. Okay, people make $16 an hour right now, and the rent now is nowhere near $750. Rent now is like $1,900. Maybe somebody died a couple weeks ago in the apartment 2 doors down, and they gave you a discount when you came to come and get an apartment, like, because they want you to come in there. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, this is really how things were. My light bill at this townhome was miraculously always $300+ for a townhouse. Like, no lie, my light bill would be $300. I can remember one day they came and cut my lights off, and I went and I used a wire cutter and I cut the little thing off the box and turned my own power back on because I needed the power and I didn't have any money to pay it. But I had a whole job. And I know I'm not the only person that has dealt with this in their lifetime. Like, I've dealt with a lot of adversity over the years. Wow. And I knew, like, at a young age, I already knew that I was going to be an entrepreneur because I'm very ignorant to a fault. Like, one thing you're not going to do is talk to me any kind of way. That's one. Number 2, I don't like being told what to do. That is the worst thing to tell me. That's just me, though. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not saying that that was a very ignorant part of me to say that's how my thought process was. But had I not, excuse me, somebody yawning. Had I not had that thought process, I would not be the entrepreneur that I am today. That's for certain. I would not be the entrepreneur that I am today. And when I got on YouTube literally changed my entire life. When I say it changed my entire life, it changed my entire life. But it actually took, because I've been on YouTube 14 years, it actually took me 9+ years to get monetized and make money on YouTube, because I didn't even know that you could make money on YouTube back then. I didn't even know that that was a thing back then. So really, I've been utilizing YouTube to build my brands and make my money externally. But I did not know that YouTube was actually giving a check for over 9 years. And I've been on YouTube 14 years, actively making videos. actively. But what I can tell you is, in that 9 years, YouTube made me a lot of money because I was organically able to reach people that I would never reach in my business. You get what I'm saying? Like, I was able to literally breed and give birth to brands through the power of me just sitting on YouTube and talking about what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. So that's something that my mentor, she was just like, Crystal, I don't know why you are so afraid to tell your story and show other people how to do this. Because, you know, we as African American people, we are taught to just don't tell them what you're doing, because, you know, they're going to try to take it from you and you don't want them to get better than you. Or don't tell them what you're doing because, you know, then they're going to try to target it. Well, you can't target nothing that I have, because you know why? I do everything that I do right. I do everything that I do right, and I do it with a clean heart. So at the end of the day, why am I going to be punished for doing something with a clean heart? You get what I'm saying? So for me deciding that I'm going to share how to do this is really a big thing for me, because I've always just been a very internalizing person. Like, my YouTube has given me a place to escape reality. A lot of times, you guys didn't know that. YouTube gave me a place that I can escape reality. YouTube gave me a place that I could smile and be happy, even in the midst of me being sad and down. YouTube was the place that I would come and I could smile and talk to you guys and just literally have a conversation with people that I've never met in my life. You never knew a lot of times that YouTube was a very therapeutic place for me. It was therapy for me. It really was. In recent times, it was therapy for me. Like, many days were right before I got on YouTube, I'm in tears. And then I get on and I'm just smiling and I'm happy. You get what I'm saying? Like, that is one thing that I can say YouTube has done for me. Personally, it has helped with my mental state, because a lot of times I was not in the right place. Sharika, am I gonna start mentoring? Well, it's kind of like that, but I'm actually doing a training course. I'm gonna say it this way because I'm gonna do it the right way this time. I'm doing a training course on building a YouTube channel from ground zero all the way up to being monetized, all the way up to making my first $1 million and not even trying. So let me not stray off. So let me give y'all some real facts here from my YouTube channel. Over the past 5 years, and of those 5 years, I was not even active like that on YouTube. But over the past 5 years, when I got my first check on YouTube, my first check was basically 1 whole year of money accumulating in a Google account that I knew nothing about. And that first check was $3,500 over a year. So I'm going to say over the last 3 years, it has taken me 3 years to officially say that I have made $1.1 million from YouTube money. YouTube has afforded me a lifestyle that is unbelievable. YouTube is also the reason why I've been able to build a over $4 million hair care brand. To date, Elite Hair Care has netted over $4 million in the 5 years that it has been around. That's net. And that is organic YouTube. That is not me paying any influencers. That is not me asking someone to push my channel. That is not me doing any of that. That is through me sitting on my YouTube and being open and telling people about my brand like I do right now. That is me sitting on YouTube and teaching. That is me being on YouTube and working. That is me being on YouTube and giving my entire being and feeling like I'm not at work because I'm happy doing it. And YouTube has given me things that no one, no man, woman, child, no one other than God. Okay? has been able to give me, okay? And God gave me YouTube. He gave me YouTube many years ago, and I didn't even know that it was a gift that he gave me. Because I was so afraid to make a video. I was so afraid to get on there and not be perfect. I was so afraid to do all of that. And one day I got on YouTube, and do you know that my most worst quality video ever is what went viral on YouTube and built life from 3,000 to 12,000 subscribers in the matter of a month? In the matter of a month, I went from 3,000 subscribers to 12,000 subscribers on the most tackiest, most corniest video ever on YouTube. And that is the day that Elite Hair Care became a real thing. I've had so many products that I've wanted to launch. I've launched so many products organically in the salon, and it went nowhere because I had nowhere to really market this stuff. Like, I had nowhere to actually market this stuff. I had no plan. I had nothing that I knew anything of. But one thing that I know that I have is I have the gift of these two hands. I have the gift of this mouth that I'm able to speak. I have the ability to get on here and be jazzy and be not jazzy. I have the ability to get on here and talk about things that's in my brain that I know I need to share. And I've been able to do that on my YouTube. I've been able to do that through YouTube. Like, literally, you guys, me sitting here and just talking to you guys is what I actually have been doing. Like, people don't know the power of YouTube. Like, they really don't. Like, when I tell you that YouTube deposits a check every single month, YouTube deposits a check, direct deposit, every month between the 20th and the 24th. I've never had a missed deposit. I've never had a, hey, we forgot it's over $1 million. Now, come on, like be real. But just know that my and help me for it. So, I'm trying to tell you guys, like, I know a lot of you have been sitting here saying, man, I got this business and nobody don't know about it. What can I do? How do I do it? How do I teach people about it? Man, I know I want to get on YouTube and tap into this money because they have what's the word I'm looking for? They have no to the amount of money that they can pay you. If you guys don't know who missed a month off YouTube. And YouTube has allowed him to now build multiple brands. YouTube has allowed him to build multiple brands, help multiple people. YouTube has afforded him the ability to do whatever he. Sorry, you guys, I know my camera keeps freezing. All right, if you guys can hear me, put a 1 in the chat, please. If everybody can hear me, put a 1 in the chat. I just want to make sure everybody can hear me. That's the only downside to doing live, because the moment you jump into like a Wi-Fi area, this is what happens. Thank you, Tori, or Toy. Thank you, Toy. Okay, yeah. So YouTube has been the way for me. Like, if I tell you that I love my channel, I love being on YouTube. I'm on Instagram and everything, and you guys definitely need to follow me on Instagram. I'm on TikTok. I'm on all those social media platforms. But one thing that I do know, you're going to all give your all to the place that's feeding you. And YouTube is the place that feeds me. And it is also my happy place. Yes, YouTube gives me a ton of money. I make a lot of money on YouTube. I really do. Between my businesses and me actually utilizing YouTube as a secondary income. When I fill out my applications for anything, from my house to my cars, to my kids' tuition. I actually teach classes at my kids' school. They've invited me. The headmaster has invited me twice, 2 years in a row, to come and talk in their business development class, which is called Foundation to Business. He's invited me, dark-skinned me, to a very light-skinned school, to come and literally talk to his class about me being an entrepreneur, because everybody thinks this is so amazing. Like, people don't understand, or they see things and they're like, wait, a 38-year-old black girl who bought her first home Your first house was $1 million house? It was. You know how? By the grace of God and him granting me the ability to use my mouth, my hands, and my brain in one steady place, which was YouTube. So it's all by advertising. No, I don't pay for that. I don't pay for advertising on YouTube. I've never spent a dollar. I don't understand how to advertise on YouTube yet. I've been trying to figure that out for the longest. When I tell you that everything I've built has been organic, I've not paid a celebrity to drop my product. I'm getting into that, but I'm not there yet. I'm getting into it, but I'm not there. Right? So everything that I've done has been organic, 100% organic. And I said, you know what? Now is the time that I'm going to share this gift that I know so many people don't understand or want to understand. And y'all having to do the same thing. You're watching 18 million videos of people telling you what to do and how to do it. And you need to make sure that you have this lighting. Let me tell y'all something. I had an iPhone and a ring light. That's it. I had an iPhone and a ring light. Nothing else. I've invested in lighting. I've invested in so many things. And at the end of the day, I still revert back to my iPhone and a ring light. I'm just now getting into the realm of turning my office into an actual studio for me to be able to do, more high-end content. Because as you grow, you got to grow, right? I can't say, okay, yeah, YouTube is giving me this and I'm doing this and I'm doing that, but I'm not growing with it. So as I grow, I grow. So I'm turning my office into not just an office, but that office is also going to make me another $1 million. Sitting right here where I'm at right now. This vehicle has also afforded me a lot by just literally sitting here and having a tripod to chat while I'm driving. Like, y'all don't understand how good this is. Y'all don't understand how much money you guys leave on the table by just not applying yourself. Now, I'm going to ask everybody on here. It's over 100 people on the live right now. If you have a business, put a 1 in the chat. If you have a business, put a 1 in the chat. I don't care if you babysit. If you have a business, put a 1 in the chat. Okay, so far I see a ton of 1s on here. Okay. Question 2. If you have a YouTube channel, put a 2 in the chat. If you have a YouTube channel, put a 2 in the chat. Hey, Denise, thank you so much. If you have a YouTube channel, put a 2 in the chat. There should actually be 108 2s on the chat right now because there's 108 people on YouTube. There should be 108 number 2s on the chat right now. There should be 108 2s on this chat right now. All right, so all the 1s, that means that you got a business. If you got 2s up, that means that you have a YouTube channel. Okay, so here is the dire question, like the big question. Put a 3 in the chat if you use your YouTube to build your business or market your business and also make money from YouTube. Put a 3 in the chat if you use YouTube to build your business and you also make money from your YouTube. I'm waiting to see some 3s because there's 108 2s. That means that 108 of you have a YouTube. Because if you did not have a YouTube, you could not be watching me right now. So everybody on here has a YouTube. Okay. So now I should see a number of threes from all of my business owners who put a 1 in the chat, because you have a YouTube channel that is making you. Clearly, everybody needs to be on it. All right, so the one. Okay, so I see no threes. So that says a lot. Sharika, thank you so much. Hey, Father. So that tells me, number one, everybody that put a 1 in the chat, you need to be the first people that sign up for my YouTube training course. Even though you have to get monetized to make the money, right? But even before YouTube, I was bringing in 80 grand a week. I didn't even know about monetizing. I didn't even know that was a thing. I didn't even know that I was qualified to monetize until about 4 or 5 years ago. I didn't even know that I could actually make money on YouTube and YouTube would give me a check. I just knew that YouTube was literally making money for my business, because I was able to take this e-commerce business, not this brick and mortar, this e-commerce business, and literally reach people on the entire globe. I have a following that is absolutely ridiculous. Do you understand? There is no way I'm going to be able to talk to 5,000 people face forward. But YouTube has allowed me to reach over 500,000 subscribed people. Imagine how many people has legitimately watched my videos, but they're not even subscribed. I was able to literally make 80 grand a week selling weight loss capsules by just literally dropping videos, not even YouTube giving me the extra money. Imagine if I had known 14 years ago that YouTube was paying people. You know how much money I would make? Oh my gosh, it only took me 3 years to make $1 million from me just sitting here talking to y'all. And this is over $1 million by me just literally getting a check every single month. Some months I was getting a check for 5 grand. My most profitable month on YouTube was over $40,000. And that's a YouTube check of me sitting here working. I'm not even physically getting up every day. Oh, I got to put the content on here. I got to go do. Y'all don't even see my strategy. Like, my strategy has been purely organic. Purely organic. I'm going to teach you how to do it from Jamaica, because you about to start a whole vlog. Okay, my father's about to start a whole vlog, and he's going to vlog his day. I'm going to teach my father how to vlog his day, because my father has not told you guys that we are building an entire house. My father literally is building an entire home. You know how? You know how we've been able to build an entire house from ground zero all the way up? Never mind the fact that my father is a street man. Okay, for y'all that don't know, Mooney's a street man, you know. For y'all that don't know, but just know that my father also has a gift of his 2 hands and this mouth, and he know how to tell people how to do things, and he know how to do things with his 2 hands. So my father has a team and has been building his own house. A 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom, full kitchen, full living room, full everything, a garage, everything. He's been building it with his 2 hands, but guess where money has come from? Guess where the money has come from? Crystal sitting on YouTube talking about the moon spice that him and I bred life to. He came up with the formula. He shipped me all the spices. I advertise moon spice. I do cook with me moon spice. That's where I do it. YouTube. I got an Instagram that I don't even take advantage of. I be on YouTube. Guess what? YouTube has afforded us the money to build a house from the ground up. I've taken no extra dollars out of my pocket to build this house. Jeanette, the club is going to be launching come September. It's not ready just yet because I have to actually film all the content. I have to put all the worksheets on there. My training course is a true training course. It is going to give you everything, every part of my being. I'm going to teach you guys. My boyfriend right now, he is building a YouTube channel. My daughter, Adriana, she is building a YouTube channel. All from the power of our cell phones. They didn't even invest in no cameras and all these things. Like, you just need to have you a good iPhone 14, 15. That's one thing. Every time a new iPhone comes out, because I know that it is the camera, I do change my phone and get the new one. And I also get the biggest memory that it carry. You see what I'm saying? Like, YouTube changed lives. A lot of y'all are just leaving your business out there by chance. And when I tell you that I have literally done it, like I've done this, I've done this, I've done this. I have done this. I've got demonetized. I started over. I did it again. I've done this with weight loss pills. I'm 80,000 a week for years and still did it again. Shay, another day, honey. We're not even going there. Elaine, you have him. Oh, that's so nice. Elaine, if you send an email to info@elitehaircureusa.com, I'll send you the address. Thank you so much, by the way. And I'm going to assume that you make hair bows. So that means that you need to start a YouTube channel, because you should be making these hair bows on YouTube and teaching people about your brand. But at the same time, people like to know behind the scenes. People like to know how things are made. People like to know how things are done. That doesn't mean that they're going to steal the concept of you doing it. They just want to know. So then guess what they're going to do? Oh, I need to buy hair bows from her. Oh, I love her channel. I love to watch you make hair bows. Not everybody wants to go and steal your idea. Even if they do, that's their business. Jocelyn, you're so right. Social media makes us entrepreneurs. Yes, absolutely. Y'all think that celebrities drop videos on YouTube for no reason? When Kendrick Lamar dropped Like Us, he has over 100 million views. Do you know how much that check is? Do you know how much a check is from a video with 100 million views? You know why they run to? Not because they're going to put it on 106 Park, because that doesn't exist anymore. People are making music videos to put on YouTube because they know that YouTube is now going to pay them. Hello? Think of math. Do the math. You think that these people are going to invest $100,000 on this music video to then go and put it on YouTube just because they want y'all to see their musical ability? No, they want that check. They want that monthly direct deposit that everybody sees. And guess what? When I go and fill out a credit app, guess what I put as my second income? Google.com. Google Inc. is my employer. Google Inc. is my employer. When people see the word Google, Google is like you saying that you work for the White House, okay? I put Google as my second employer. And could you believe that my Elite Hair Care paycheck, okay, my Elite Hair Care paycheck is only a couple $100s a week because I have to pay myself. So when I put my main income, my W-2 income, I'm going to make y'all laugh. Watch this. I'm going to fill out a credit application like when I was purchasing my first home. On my credit application, I put my W-2 on there. My W-2 shows that I make about $66,000 a year, because it's true. I have to pay myself from Elite Hair Care, right? Okay, so I make $66,000 a year on my W-2 from Elite Hair Care. And then it has a little section on a line that says other income. And on that other income section, because you are a 1099 person from Google, you're not an actual employee. On my 1099, I put Google Incorporated, and I put my income from Google for the year, which 95% of the last 3 years. Let's see. I like to show people. I'm a prover, right? Because I don't make things up. So I'm going to go to my revenues from my YouTube for the last year. The last 365 days. I want somebody to chat. How much do you think I made on YouTube in the last 365 days? This is actual money that's been deposited. How much do you think I've made on YouTube over the last 365 days? Lane, you don't have to be tech savvy, baby. I'm going to teach you all of that. You don't have to be tech savvy. You just got to know how to use your iPhone. It's not that complicated. I promise you. Bye, Ashley. Okay, so Bree said 9,000. Sherry, you're so very generous with all the knowledge you impart on us. I've learned so much. Thank you. Sharika said 875,000. That's the goal. That's the goal. That is not the number. That is a goal. I will get there though. That ain't hard. I will get there definitely because I've listen. Elite Hair Care through the power of YouTube has made over $4.3 million net over the last 3 years. Glamour got guts. Thank you for your YouTube video, by the way. Guys, I shared her video. Thank you so much for the YouTube video. She said 20,000. Valerie said 100,000. Michelle said 500,000. Jeanette said over 500,000. Amelia said 550,000. I couldn't say it. So to answer your question, over the last 365 days of a actual check, so every month YouTube has deposited a check, and this has turned out to be $259,903.94. That is how much YouTube has physically paid me over the last year. Now, revenue sharing from YouTube is 60-40. YouTube takes 40, I get 60. So over the last year, YouTube has paid me in my pocket, cash money, $259,000. Can you do it with an Android? Absolutely, but I'm going to highly recommend that you get an iPhone. You can do it with your Android. Some of the Androids, the newer Androids, you know that Android, Samsung and all these people make each other's camera. So if you have a higher end Android that has a good quality camera that allows you to shoot in 4K, you can use it. So why are YouTubers complaining about pay? Because they're ungrateful. You got to be grateful for God blessing you. Now, don't get me wrong. There's ups and downs to it. But me, I have no complaints about YouTube. I have none. Because this is money that I did not have to go out and mow somebody's yard for. This is money that I did not have to sit behind someone's desk and cursed out. This is money that I didn't have to answer a call and say, welcome to Connections. This is Crystal. How can I be of assistance? This is not money that I had to sit on somebody's clock and make. This is money that I've made just literally while I'm sleeping. Like, all I'm doing is posting a video and y'all watching it later on. Like, I have not had to give any additional strength outside of my virtual mouth and hands. When is the training? It's actually a training course. So it's not a class. Okay? Let me explain something to y'all. This thing that I'm giving y'all, this information that I'm about to drop, right? Hold on. Because I always have to record myself doing stuff, right? So this course I'm about to drop, money from on YouTube, it's not something that you can take in a day. This is something that takes steps, right? You got to make a YouTube channel. You got to get your materials that you need, which is literally 2 things, an iPhone and a ring light. A lot of people don't understand that. You don't need a ton of things, or a very good high quality Android that films in 4K. That's fine too. The items that you sell, or whatever service that you offer, or whatever information that you want to give, and then you go. But at the same time, in my course, I'm teaching you how to start this YouTube, how to create your thumbnails, how to do every single thing from literally, I've never did a business form of YouTube in my life, all the way up to I'm going to get monetized and YouTube is going to start paying me as well, all the way up to keeping your channel monetized and dropping content. All of this is coming as a part of it. That's why I'm doing it as a course, because it is a do it as you go. Learn as you go. There's no rush. Take your time. And I want you to be able to take the steps and do it right. Because if I try to teach this in a course, you are going to be aggravated. You're going to be confused because not everybody learns at the same pace. So this is the reason why I'm doing it this way, because I know not everybody learns at the same pace. And I want you guys to be able to get the information and apply it. So each video, step by step, we're doing a different step so that you are applying each and every one of these. Some people, you got to guide them from 0 up. Like for me, you can't give me all the information at one time and think that I'm going to implement it. I'm going to get overwhelmed, bogged down, and say I'm not doing it. You understand what I'm saying? So that's the reason why I'm doing it as an actual course that you will have access to, and you'll be able to now go from point 0 all the way to letter Z. And we will have homework each course. So like course 1 will be starting the actual channel. Some of you don't even know you already did the work. You already did 10% of the job. You got a channel right now. Your channel on is your channel. The channel that you're on is your channel. Elite Hair Care's channel has changed its name a million times because you can do that. I have 5 channels. I have 5 channels. 3 of which I don't even use, 2 of which are monetized. Crystal W Online and Elite Hair Care USA. Why do you guys think that every so often I'm on Crystal W posting? Because I got to keep them together. I got to make sure that I'm still making this money. So I make 2 checks. I get 2 different deposits every single month. So I'm going to teach you guys how to do it. Because a lot of you don't even know the power of what you have. The power of the cell phone that you're sitting here on. Guys, I have literally taken YouTube Live to another level. A lot of YouTube Live pays you way more than publishing an actual video on YouTube. Sitting on a live pays more than me actually uploading a video sometimes. I have a channel, but I need to understand better how to monetize. I'm going to teach you all of that. I'm going to teach you all of that. And I'm going to teach you the strategy the right way. I'm going to teach you the strategy like a normal person. I'm not going to come on here and try to teach you like some of these dodos that be teaching on YouTube. Oh, you got to do this and you got to do this. So my iPhone and a ring light, no actual background, anything that required me to be on YouTube other than a brain, my mouth, and my hands. And I've been able to make in 1 year $260,000. And I haven't gotten outside in the sun. I have not bust a sweat. I have not shown my breasts. I have not turned around and showed my butts. I have not done anything stupid that needed me to go viral. I've done none of that. I have organically gotten on here. Some days I sit here and I just chat with you guys. Other days I'm on here working. Other days I'm uploading videos like I'm going to do today. Me actually doing what I do on a normal day. I'm not even doing anything extra. I'm not taking any additional time. And I was able to make this kind of money. And also able to build a over $4 million brand. Bree, that is sometimes the reason why. I don't really do premieres. You can. I'm going to teach that in class. But I don't really do the premieres a lot because, but that's what I keep trying to tell people. YouTube is a place where it gives you what you give it. This could change everybody's life. It changed my life completely. Completely. My YouTube check pays my mortgage. My YouTube check pays my car notes. My YouTube check pays for my 3 children to go to a high-end private school. My YouTube check pays for my son to go to daycare. My YouTube check pays for the maintenance on our house. My YouTube check pays for our extravagant vacations. My YouTube check pays for all of that. My YouTube check pays my bills. So then all of my other money is my money. And I'm not saying it to boast or brag. That's not the point. Y'all get money. But I'm going to teach y'all to get money while you're sleeping. I'm going to teach y'all to get the money while you are doing what you love to do and don't feel like you are making effort. That part. Judy, it seems challenging because no one has sat down and broke it down the way that I'm going to break it down. Like, I'm literally going to film the course and break it down. Right? And like my father said, everything in challenging, Judy. Absolutely. Diamonds are made with pressure, baby. Okay? And if it's easy, you're going to lose it easy. If it's easy, you're going to lose it easily. Asa, we're going to talk about all of that. The course that I'm teaching is not just, hey, you got a business, I'm going to teach you how to do it. No, I'm going to teach you from ground zero, how to find your niche, where you need to be, how you want to be. When I started on YouTube with Elite Hair Care, I only had one product, you guys. I had the Goddess Hair Repair Serum. And through the power of YouTube, I now have over 30 products plus. I've launched products, taken products. I just launched our blow dryer yesterday. A lot of you don't even know that. I just uploaded that video that the blow dryers are here. How was I able to launch that? YouTube. Brenda, you don't have to have a business to use YouTube. This is what I want y'all to understand. Okay? I want y'all to understand this, and I want y'all to hear very clearly when I say this. Let me move this because I want y'all to really see me, right? I want y'all to see me when I say this. I keep looking at my necklace and it's driving me crazy. Y'all hold on. Okay. Let me record this part. I'm getting back into my Instagram thing. If you're not following me on Instagram, please go follow me. I am _Crystal W. That channel is, that actual page is verified. I'm trying to get Elite Hair Care verified, but they're giving me a hard time. I don't know why. All right, let me say this. You don't have to have a business to be on YouTube making money. YouTube is a place where you can have a skill, you can have a business, you can literally have neither and still make money. YouTube is also a place where maybe you have a skill that is not a business, but it can turn into a business because you now have a tribe of people who are so interested in you that they will patronize your business, just like Elite Hair Care. There are so many youth. Thank you, Bree. There are families on YouTube who have no actual skill. They literally sit on YouTube and they literally talk about their daily life and make millions. There's a lady that takes her TikTok videos. Hey, let's make lunch for my husband. She literally sits there, puts the TikTok videos together and creates a actual long form content piece of video, posts it, and gets millions of views. And guess what? Do you know what? YouTube is 99% of the time paying her because of those views. Because how does YouTube make money? Through advertisers in between your videos. Not because, oh, she has a business, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna start paying her. That's not how it works. You make money from ad revenue, meaning ads that are in between videos. They just want the videos. They don't care if you have a business. You can film a video of you blowing your driveway after cutting it and be monetized and make millions. I watch a gentleman right now. He literally films himself cutting people's grass. He actually has a business though, but he films himself cutting people's grass and he gets millions of views after dropping just one. You know why? Because we all enjoy sitting there watching him cut grass. There are little kids on here. Hey kids, it's Jake. My kids watch them. A little boy who sits there with his whole family and they play video games. They literally just play video games on YouTube and they make a check. So I say this again. You do not have to have a business to make money on YouTube. You do not even have to have a proper skill to use YouTube and make money. You can literally be in your kitchen talking trash to your children and the video get 1 million views, and that video will literally pay you hundreds to thousands of dollars because guess what? The advertisers want the ads dropped between that video because they know that 1 million people are watching you. Nothing. That's how this works. So the course is going to teach you guys all of this. A lot of people don't know. If you guys know who NBA Youngboy is, if you know who that is, I'm gonna tell you guys something. Why you guys think that that man has not had to really do much work? He literally sits at home when he was on house arrest in his garage, in his driveway. He has his film crew come and record his music videos, and he drops them on YouTube and makes a check. If that has not sparked something in you at this point, then I don't know what will. A last fact before I let you guys go, because I actually still have to go in here and work on all this content for this course, because the course has actual I'm giving y'all so much in this course. Is ridiculous. It is utterly ridiculous how much I'm giving in this course, because I want to make sure that y'all know how to do this, and I want everybody to start making this YouTube money. We call it Wi-Fi money. We call it money while you sleep. You can still work your 9 to 5. You can still get your salary, because I still get my salary. I'm a salary employee for Elite Hair Care. I still get a salary. But just know that the YouTube, it's so, I'm gonna tell y'all one thing. I'm gonna tell y'all one thing real quick. Do you guys know that when I fill out a credit application, let's say I'm going to buy a car. For those of you that don't know, I have a Mercedes GLE 63S AMG. I now also have a Land Rover Range Rover HSC, right? My goal is to now get a Tesla Model X. That's my next vehicle. That's my next goal. I'm speaking it out loud because these two cars, they've kind of had their time. It's time to upgrade them. And I want a new Range Rover. I want to trade this Range Rover for the new one, right? But do you know that when I go into these places, little black Crystal, okay? Crystal from the hood, Crystal who came from the projects, well, Pine Hills in the projects, but Crystal who came from the hood, okay? Let me put my hat back on. Crystal who shops on Shein, Crystal who shops on Fashion Nova, Crystal who's also gone into these high-end designer stores, Crystal who's done all of this. Well, you know when Crystal goes and fills out these credit apps and I put Google, and that my income for the year on Google has been $1,800,000, or when they ask me my monthly income and I go and put that my monthly income, and I put my monthly lower end income on YouTube is $15,000, but my paycheck per month I only make $3,900, and they see my W-2 from my employment, and then they see that YouTube thing or that Google, because I don't even put YouTube, I put Google because that's who the check is coming from. The direct deposit says Google on it. And when I put that on the other line for other income, and they look at me like, is that provable? Absolutely. So then I go and I pull up my Capital One bank statement, because I have that money deposited to Capital One every single month. And I take a highlighter, because I can pull up 7 months if you want. And I take my highlighter, and every single month between the 20th and the 24th, depending on if it's a weekend or a weekday, I draw a highlighter right on that deposit every single month. Do you know that every single person that has interacted with me and has run my credit app has looked at me and said, what is it that you do? And when I say, oh, I'm a content creator on YouTube part-time. And they say, part-time? But you got to, oh, wait a second. This is your part-time job? So how does your part-time job pay you more than your full-time job? Well, my full-time job is the company that I actually own. I just have to pay myself because I own that company. But if you want me to put that income, I can too. But I don't, because that's my business. So I do my regular paycheck over there. And part-time, I do content creation. And they're so damn amazed, because this little black girl who has a little hood look to her, right? But speaks extremely well, highly educated, very decorated with her background, a lot of accolades. But they don't know that on a credit app. All they see is my money. And then they say, well, okay, so can you the company, I think they're going to want about 6 months of bank statement. Okay, no problem, because it's been going into the same bank account for the last 4 years. So that's no problem. So then I pull 6 more months of this bank statement, and then they notice that the numbers are even higher, because I actually go low. I say I make 15,000, but some of these months would have 38,000, 40,000, 22,000. 19,000. I give them the lowest number on purpose, because I want them to sit there and tell themselves that this is not real. No, baby, I don't use CPNs and all that. I don't have people making me fake pay stubs. I don't have to do none of that. I show you my legitimate bank account with this legitimate money that I made honestly, and I didn't have to show a breast to get it. I didn't have to do anything stupid like jump off of my roof to make this money. This is my part-time job. And my part-time job has paid for everything that I have right now. And I thank God for it, which is the reason why I'm able to say that I'm going to share it with someone else. No OnlyFans over here, baby. I don't even understand OnlyFans, nor will I ever get on it because it has a bad name. And I'm not a porn star. Yes, I got the body of one now, but I'm not showing that body either. I could care less for that. I did that because I wanted to do that for myself. That was paid for with my YouTube money in cash. Okay, I dropped $9,600 on my doctor's desk in cash. How did I do it? My YouTube money. Because I know next month I'm going to have the same check, if not more. I know the following month I'm going to make the same money, if not more. You know why? Because I give myself the ability to sit here and talk with you guys and build my channel from the ground up. And I did it honestly. And I'm going to teach people how to do this honestly. Thank you, Bree. That's the reason why I said I'm going to teach people how to do this. Because you're talking to a person who has physically come out of a relationship that had abuse, physical, mental, dealt with a narcissistic person for a long time, dealt with a person who literally tried to stop me from being the great person that I am out of jealousy in my eyes. That is where I'm coming from. And all those days that you guys saw me sitting on YouTube, you never knew. Some days I was in tears. Some days y'all didn't know. I'll give y'all a real fact. There was a day that I was on YouTube in a salon, and I told you guys that I had bust my lip by hitting it on the door. Well, that's not how I bust my lip. Just know that. Those were the days that I used YouTube to help me get through so much. Judy said it right. If you know something that helps someone else and you don't share it, that's unethical. Absolutely, I agree. Don't dream of freedom, Elaine. It'll come. Pray about it, because that's what I did. I prayed for a very long time. I prayed silently. I cried silently. I cried many days. Now, there were good days. Don't get me wrong. But there were bad days too. So I said all of that to say this, you guys. Once this course drops, don't sit here and play with yourself. A lot of y'all are content with making this little $3,900 a month paycheck. That is not enough for me. I have 4 children, and these children are very expensive. I have a 1-year-old who is extremely expensive. Super expensive, you know. One of my car notes is $1,700. Do you think that my $3,900 paycheck could pay for that? I don't think so. You guys know that I'm the youngest owner in my entire neighborhood. I am also only one of 3 Black families in this entire neighborhood, but I'm also the only one who is 38 years old. Everyone in here is 50, 60 and up. I am the youngest owner in my neighborhood. I am also one of the youngest at my children's school. That part. With 4 children, and 3 of which go to the same school. 3 of which actually have to have extracurricular activities that cost me out of my behind. And I thank God, because he has given me the ability to have a platform where I can literally breed a lifestyle that you will never understand. But I'm going to teach you the same thing. All right. So you guys look out for the YouTube course. I am launching that course in September. I did also want to come on and share that the 50% off is going on. I'm actually just rolling into Labor Day. So all of the Elite Hair Care products are 50% off. All of the Crystal W products are 50% off. I also forgot to tell you guys, I weighed myself this morning, actually last night. I'm 167.8. Now, all of y'all know that tummy tuck and lipo. Tummy tuck and lipo doesn't actually take the weight off, you guys. In pounds, they're not even reducing you by 10. They're not even reducing you by 5. Okay? So I was 214 pounds back in April. I am 167.8 pounds as of last night. You know why? Because I still intermittent fast and I take my weight loss to a whole nother level. So the weight loss success program is also 50% off. Okay. So the code for the 50% off sale is 50 off now. 50OFFNOW. 50 off now. Hold on, you guys. You leave her. Okay. Oh, perfect. I have everything in the. Actually, it'll be by the front door. Did they give you a gate code on the form? Hold on, let me make sure. No, I'm gonna give you a different. The Instagram is I am underscore Crystal W. You'll see a verified check on it. I am underscore Crystal W. And if you haven't already, follow my Elite Hair Care page, which is Elite Hair Care USA. The discount code is 50 off now. 50OFFNOW. 50 off now. That is to get 50% off Crystal W online and also EliteHairCareUSA.com. All right, you guys. Baby C has a cold, so I am going to go inside now. Get him together and then get to filming. That's another great thing, right? Because I can stay home with my baby because he's not feeling well, and I don't have to get up and go cook into somebody's closet. But I know that this YouTube check this month. I pay my mortgage the moment it comes. I pay my mortgage every single month about 15 days early. And for those of you that really want to know, my mortgage is $9,700 a month. So you do the math. And I have never had 1 month that I had to take that out of any other money. YouTube pays that. All right, you guys. I'm going to leave y'all with that. Make sure you look out for the YouTube course because I'm telling you, I'm going to give you the whole thing. The whole thing. Okay? I'm going to teach you how to do this. And I'm going to teach you how to do this the way that I learn like a normal person. Okay? Everybody have a good hump day. Keep that in your mind. Get yourselves together already because this is really going to be big. Bye.